Back to LearningStrome Academy. So friend, in this video we are going to discuss about keywords. Actually friend, as we are working with 3.7 version of Python, so friend, in this version we have two more additional keywords, okay, that are introduced in 3.7. It is await us and async. Okay friend, await and async friend, these are two keywords that are introduced in 3.7. And friend, in if let me show you the list of keywords that are available in Python 3.6. Actually friend, Python 3.6 have 33 keywords. Okay, you can see, you cannot see async and await keyword, okay friend, in this version. Okay, but friend, in Python 3.7 there are two more keywords. You can see I'm right now I opened a 3.7 version of the Python. Here friend, we have async and await version, await keyword, okay, that are introduced in 3.7. Okay friend, so friend, this is the two more additional new keywords available in Python. Okay, and friend, in this video we are going to discover the purpose of this keyword, okay, and what are the purpose of all other keywords. Okay, so friend, let's start this video. Okay, okay friend. So for very first keyword that we have is false. Actually friend, one thing that you have to notice regarding false and true that we are going to discuss right now: false, true, and none. First of all, what is false, true, and none? Actually friend, they are actually boolean values, okay, which we use to represent such a conditions. Like friend, someone asks you if you are 18 plus, okay, do you have a pen, okay, um, do you have a brother? Okay, in such scenario friend, you reply yes, no, in such this way. Okay, so friend, if someone asks Python, okay, such kind of question, so how Python will reply him? Okay friend, so for such kind of sport, there should be some kind of data type. Okay, first that's why, or there is some kind of values. Okay, so for that friend, we have false and true values. Okay friend, so actually false and true friend, one more thing that this is the purpose why use. Okay friend, the one thing that you have to remember: actually false, none, and true are you is also keyword, but they are used as a reserve value. Okay, they are used as a reserve value. Actually friend, there are these keyword have some kind of functionality that they perform, but when reserve, okay, reserve, none, and true, they are values which we are going to assign to some attribute, we are identifier. Okay, so that is the one more distinction, okay, regarding other keywords. Okay, so the third distinction that you have to remember friend, these keywords, these three keywords, are the first letter of these keywords, the initials of this keyword should be in uppercase. Okay, like you can see we have all the keyword, the initials, or all the letters of this word are in small cases. Okay, but you can see the false, none, and true, the initials of these keyword are in uppercase letter. Okay, so this is the third point that you have to remember friend, regarding the false and true. One more point that friend you have to remember: as false and true friend have a corresponding numerical value 0 and 1. Okay, like Python, like Java friend, there is no corresponding value regard corresponding value to false and true, but in Python friend, yes, we have a corresponding value to false and true. Okay, so friend, if I'm going to, so friend, if I'm going to, let's suppose, so due to this only friend, we have such kind of expression is also possible in Python. Like I have a false and I want to add it with true. Okay friend, so friend, what will the answer? Actually friend, as you know, the corresponding numerical value to false is 0, and the corresponding numerical value to true is 1. So if I'm going to add 0 and 1, so what will be the answer? Friend, is it's 1. Okay, so now from here it is clear that the false and true also have some corresponding value, numerical value, that is 0 and 1. If I'm going to add false and false, so friend, what will happen next? 0 plus 0 is what? 0. So we are going to get a 0 as the answer. See, we are getting 0 as the answer. Okay friend, so it is all about false and true. Okay, so other keyword we have is none. Actually friend, none we use to represent same like null. Okay friend, as we have null in as we have friend null in other languages. Okay, to represent null friend, we in Python we have none. Okay friend, none friend actually is a, we can say, special constant. Okay, which you use to denote a null value. Okay, or we can say to represent void things. Okay, so it is, remember friend, important to remember that any empty container, okay, uh, that is the containers, like we have container like list, tuples, okay, dictionaries, okay. If it don't have anything, so it will give us null as an output, okay. So this is our word none, friend, okay. So now, friend, the other keyword that we are going to discuss, friend, is and, okay, friend. So actually, friend, here and, so we are going to now discuss about and, or, and not. Actually, friend, and or not are same logic, from the same functionality that we have, like logical operators. Actually, friend, the persons who are new to programming language, so let me tell him what is and or not. Actually, friend, actually they are logical operators, okay. Logical operator, actually, and is used, actually and is used to evaluate. Let's suppose we have two things, okay. So the actually how and works, if let's actually if both the app operands of, okay, both the operands have true, okay, have true values, so the and is going to evaluate true as a result, okay. But if one of them is false, so and is going to give us false as a result, okay. So as it is a binary operator, so as a binary operator, so the possibilities for the AND operator is, let me show you, okay. Let's suppose we have false plus false. What the, let's suppose we have two operands, okay. So what is the possibility of the values of these two operands? Either the both values can be false, okay. Let me copy this code, let me paste this value once again, okay. Either the both the values can be false, either the one value can be true. Oh, I was doing mistake, true should be, yeah, yeah, friend, okay. And either the first value should be true, okay, and either the both value should be true. Friend, remember that when if we forget to use the uppercase letter for the first uh, word for true and false. In this case, when we get friend error like true is not defined or false is not defined. Okay, friend. So friend, this is the four possible cases. Okay, that we are going to perform for and. Okay, so friend, what actually and says? Actually, friend, and says that if both two operands are true, okay, so I'm going to give you result as a true, otherwise I'm going to give you result as a false. Okay, friend. See here, false is false and false. So friend, what the answer we are going to get is false. Okay, because here both are false. Okay, so friend, as you can see here, false and true. As first one is false, so the result we are going to get again is false, okay. The again, friend, we have one as a false, so we are going to get result as a false. Here, friend, we both operand have a true value, so finally the result we are going to get is at the true, okay, friend. So this is all about the, actually, friend, add, see, oh sorry, actually indentation error, yeah. Actually, friend, you have to remember that Python follows it prop, okay, so you have to remember it, okay, you can't forget it. This is the rule of Python, you have to follow the indentation rule, okay. Okay, one more, again I am doing mistake, no problem. Let me create it, let me save this program and let me compile this program. Where I'm getting here unsporting oh sorry, actually I was trying. So friend, now we are getting, oh sorry, actually, friend, yeah, actually I'm used to work with other languages, so that's why I did mistake here. Actually, I was using backslash as a command, that's why. Actually, friend, Python we can do single line commanding with the hash symbol. Okay, friend. So yes, so friend, now save it program and let's compile this program. Okay, friend, see, we're getting false, 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 and true as a value result. Okay, so now I think it is clear to you, friend. actually what is the functionality of and? Actually and is a logical operator, okay, which will evaluate true when both the where operand have a true values, okay. If one of them have false value, then we are going to get as a result as a false, okay. This is the functionality of and operator, okay friend. So let's discuss the functionality of the or operator, okay, friend. So the functionality of the or operator, friend, is actually or says if one of them is true, so I'm going to give you as a true as a result, okay friends. So now friend, it works opposite as the and, okay. So it is also a binary operator. It means that it is going to work with the exactly exactly friend two uh, exactly two operands, okay friends. So here the in the first case it is going to give us false as a result. In the second case we have second operand as a true value, so we are going to get true as a result, okay. In the third case friend, we also again we are going to get true as a result. And the fourth case friend, we are going to get as a true as a result, because friend here we the both operand have a true values, okay. In the third expression we have a true as a first operand. In the second friend we have a first, okay. So friends, you can see we are getting true for three expression and false for one expression. So friend, actually it works like same logical or operator, okay. So the third operator friend for which we are going to discuss is node. So friend, actually node is again logical works same like a logical node operator, whose functionality is to invert the value of a operand, okay. So friend, like if I have a actually friend, it is a unary operator, so it means that it is going to work with only only one value, okay friend. So one value have only two possibilities, either true or false, okay. So we here friend, if I have false, okay, and I want to invert it, so I can use my equation this way, okay friend. See, okay, so let's save this program. Let's see, friend, here I'm going to get as a true as a result, okay. See friend, false and true. My actually my uh, and what we are getting here, actually not is inverting the value of true to false, and false is here false is getting converting from false to true, okay. So this is the functionality of not operator, actually friend. So this is all about not, actually friend, okay. So friend, one more thing, that let's see what will happen if I will use not here, okay. So friend, so sometimes people forget to use the way when we are going to get syntax error, okay. When you have to remember this thing, okay, we have to always use the operator left hand side, okay, with from the operand, okay. So this is all about for the and or not, okay friends. So next keyword we are going to use if, elif and else, okay friend. So what is purpose of if, elif and else? So the person who are new to programming, so let me tell him what is the view if elif and else, actually friend. Sometime in real life, if you want to make decision, okay, so it is very easy to make decisions for such kind of person. Let's suppose your uncle came to your house and he want to give a gift, he have a gift he have one gift, okay, and he want a gift, want to give a gift, but he was saying that, let's suppose you are two brothers, okay, and he's saying that the boy who is younger one is going to get a gift, okay. So here, if such kind of conditions encounters in programming, so how can we deal with such kind of situations, okay. So friend, how we can deal with such kind of equation? Let's for this we have a if condition. Actually if is a used to make decision, okay. If we use to uh, for control, actually if we use for the control statements, okay, for decision making statement, okay friend. So what is the general syntax of if, okay, and the condition that I want to evaluate. Let's suppose you have two brothers in your house. One is Sam, okay, whose age is, let's suppose, 10 years. Other is Robin, okay, let's suppose he's a Robin whose age is 20 years, okay. Now your uncle is saying that the younger one will get the uh, will get the prize, okay, or gift, okay, but he don't know who is younger one, okay. Let's suppose age is 11. Okay, so as both have age are very close, so uncle is unable to know, I mean unable to identify who is a younger one. Okay, so he's going to run a Python program. Let's suppose he's going to run a Python one, and he's going to ask, okay, tell me who is younger one. And he also knows that the ages data is also recorded in the program. Okay, so our Python is going to help him by the help of if keyword. Okay, so how he is going to help me? My Python is going to say, okay, let me see, is Sam is greater than Robin? Okay, my Python is going to compare this. Okay, so the syntax is, first we have to write if, then we have to write the condition, and then we need to write the colon friend. Okay, it is very important to not here we need to write the colon. If we are not going to write a colon, then we may get the invalid syntax error. Okay, then friend, what are the statement I want to execute? If, as we are saying, if Sam is greater than Robin, so it is going to inform my uncle, yes, Sam is greater. You can give eh, Sam, sorry, as we are say, the condition in front of us that the younger one will get the result. So we are going to check, is Sam is younger than Robin? Okay, so if Sam is younger, then yes, we can inform our uncle. Yes, Sam is Python will can inform the uncle. Yeah, Sam is younger, so you can give him a gift. Okay, you can give him a gift. Okay, but if, okay, so this is so Python will help him in this way. Okay, if in this way. Okay, but friend, this is a purpose of if keyword. Okay, but if friend, if Sam is not younger, so there's also one more possibility. Okay, the possibility is maybe Sam is or elder. Okay, so friend, if such kind of conditions encounter in front of you, so how my Python will uh, deal with that kind of situations? Okay, so friend, yeah, our Python very smart. So for this we have another keyword, that is else. Okay, so we else. Okay, so the syntax of using else simple. We have to write the else and then the semicolon, and then friend we need to write print. Okay, so okay, then the message that I want to print. Okay, so here friend, if now friend I can inform my now my friend uncle can decide with the help of Python interpreter. Okay, that yeah, Python is here to help my uncle. Okay, if Sam is younger, then my Python is going to execute this statement and going to inform my uncle that yeah, Sam is younger, so you can give him a gift. Okay, but if is Robin is younger, so Robin is younger, you can gift to him. Okay, so actually actually this is an example. Okay, so such kind of situations, situations we can deal with if and else. Okay, but one more thing that arise here, if the age of are both are same. Okay, maybe there's a condition that the ages of both are same. So when we have more than one condition, then how we can deal? Okay, then when we have one more keyword that will help us, that is elif. Actually friend, whenever we have more than two conditions, whenever we have more than two possibilities, like in this example we have only two possibilities, either Sam is younger, either Robin is younger. But if one more, we have more than two possibilities, then in that case friend, we use the concept of elif. Okay, actually friend, in other language we have a else if. Here we have elif. Actually it is same, but just we are uh, we are using elif in place of else if, like other languages. Okay, so the other possibility may be like the ages of both are same. So here maybe three possibilities: either Sam is younger, either Robin is younger, or either both have same ages. Okay, so whenever we have three ages, then in such kind of scenario, if I want to take decision in this kind of scenario, use the concept of I use the concept of elif. Okay, so friend, I use the concept of elif. Okay, so the syntax for elif is uh, yes, the syntax of elif, friend. Elif in the s- condition that I want to use, like I want to check that yeah, Sam is equal to Robin. Is the height of age of Sam is equal to the Robin, and then the semicolon and the message that I want to print. Like let's suppose I want to print the message that I want to inform my uncle that sorry, Python want to inform uncle that you want to purchase the two gift because the height of both, the age of both person is same. Okay, or you okay, so the ages of both the persons are ages of both are equal. Okay, so this is third possibility. Okay, so friend, whenever we have more than two possibilities, okay, then we can use the elif keyword. Okay, so friend, this is the third keyword that I am talking with you regarding control flow. Okay, so friend, let's see what we are getting here. Sam is younger, you can give to him. Actually we have Sam, the value of Sam is 10 and the value of Robin is 11. Okay, so are these conditions satisfying? If I'm going to uh, assign 10 to Robin also, in this case when we are going to get that yes, the ages of both are equal. So now my compiler is informing my uncle the ages of both are equal. Okay, so if the age of Robin is smaller, in this case our compiler interpreter is going to say the yes, Robin is younger, you can give him a gift. Okay, so in actually this if and else is a control flow statement that is going to help us interpreter to let him decide okay which conditions I want to which statement I want to execute on the behalf of some decision, on the behalf of some conditions. Okay, so for this we have a this condition statements. Okay, so this is all about if and else. Okay, one more thing friend that I have to tell you, in Python we don't have a switch. Okay, yes, and we don't have a switch. Okay, like in other languages, in C, plus or Python, Java, or the language, we have a switch kind of construct or some kind switch, but for more than one instruction. But friend, in Python, we don't have a switch. Okay, so friend, you have to remember it. Okay, if you have more than one condition, so friend, here you only the way to deal is if and else statement. Okay, because in Python we don't have a switch statement. Okay, if we are going to use switch in this case, friend, we may get error. Okay, so friend, this is all about if, elif, and else. Okay, so the next keyword that I want to discuss with you, friend, is friend, break, continue, and pass. Actually friend, what is the purpose of break? So friend, let me simply tell you actually the persons who what is the purpose of break. So actually break is used to control, actually break is also used to control the flow of a loop. Okay, so actually this statement is used to break out of loop. Okay, I am in loop, and okay, I want if but if my condition or if my statement will satisfy that condition I want, in that case I want to get out that from that loop. Okay, let's suppose you are in school. Okay, you are in school and you are attempting your lectures again and again, okay, but there is a situation if sometime you pretend that you are sick. Okay, in that case, if you are sick, in that case you might get you might get a leave from your school, from lectures. Okay, now so here you don't have to repeatedly attend your lectures till the last lecture. Okay, so in that case we can use the break statement. Okay, so break is actually used to uh, break out of loop. Okay, and passes the control to the end, to the immediately after the loop. Okay, so So you're going to get free after your last lecture, but when you are ill or sick, okay, so in that case if you are going to use break, so you are immediately going to get holiday. Okay, so actually if you have such kind of condition, so you can use the break statement. Okay, actually friend, break is used to control the flow of a loop. Okay, control the flow of loop, and it will break out the loop and will pass the control to the statement following immediately the after the loop. Okay, the statement that are just below the, that are just immediately following the loop na, then after our interpreter will pass the control to that statement. Okay, this is the working of the break. Okay, so the next condition, the next keyword we have friend, continue. So friend, actually continue is also used to control the flow of a program. Okay, so actually how it varies with break, actually this keyword friend, the control, this keyword actually will skip the current iteration. Okay, it only skip the current iteration of the loop. Okay, but it doesn't go to the end of the loop. Okay, actually it just will give this skip the current iteration. Let's suppose a scenario like you are pretending that you are sick. Okay, and you are trying to take a leave, but your teacher is very smart. He is going to say, okay, do one thing, go to Unimall. Okay, like we have Unimall in our university. Okay, go to Unimall and take medicine and attend the next lecture. Okay, so like here friend, it is here we are using the concept of continue. Okay, actually continue, actually what does, whenever such kind of condition is satisfied, so our interpreter is going to say that, okay, do one thing, skip that particular statement and start from next iteration. Okay, so actually this is the work of continue. Okay, continue says that you have to skip the particular, this particular this particular statement, and then you have to iteration, and then you have to start with the next iteration. Okay, it is not going to let you start with the next with the end of the loop. Okay, so this is the working of the continue. Okay, so when one more thing that I have to tell you about pass. Actually, what is pass? What is the difference between pass? Pass is actually used to whenever I want to do not do anything. Okay, I just want to leave the blank. Okay, I don't want to do anything. Actually, just I want to leave the blank my code. In that case, actually, I use the pass. Okay, so we will use in our program. So we you will clear from the functionality pass will clear uh, to you. Okay, so the next keyword that I'm going to discuss with class. Actually friend, what is class? So the persons who are new to programming, so let me tell him what is class. Actually class is a, you can say, a blueprint. Okay, let's suppose okay, let's suppose, actually friend, actually according to programming, it says that for programming everything is object. Okay, everything is object. Okay, and as everything belongs have some qualities, everything have some qualities. Okay, and they perform some kind of activities or functionalities. Okay, so these objects have some kind of qualities and objects. Okay, so these qualities and objects are defined by some by some class, uh, by some class, you can say, from where it belong. Okay, like suppose a person, like suppose an animal. Okay, like an animal. Okay, let's suppose any person. Okay, like suppose person. Okay, like a boy, actually boy is an object. You can say boy is an object. You can say one person whose name is Robin. Okay, Robin is a boy. Okay, Robin is a boy, you can say boy. So Robin is an object. He's an object of which class? Boy, you can say boy. Okay, and a boy. Okay, you can say the parent class which is person. Okay, so let do not go into such a deep discussion. Just simply, actually what is class? Actually is a blueprint. Okay, you can say a blueprint which defines the what is the functionality and what is the data of that particular object. Let a person, like a boy have a name. Okay, like a boy have a some uh, age. Okay, a boy has some height, a boy has some weight. Okay, so this is data regarding this boy. Okay, the boy is working on some organization, some kind of sorry, studying on some kind of school. Okay, this, but what a functionality, like he can walk, he can sleep. Okay, he can play basketball. Okay, he can speak French. Okay, he can speak Spanish, he can do programming. This is the functionality of that particular objects. Okay, so friend, whenever in Python I want to perform or define such kind of blueprints, okay, for particular objects, okay, then I need to use the keyword class. Okay, in that case, when we use the keyword class. So how we can use the class? For that we need to write class and the name of class, like the person, I want to define the person, okay, as a class, and then when we need to write the semicolon. In that class I can define the data, and I can define the object also. Let's suppose I have a data age is 10. Okay, the age is 10, and I can also define the functions in this class. Okay, let's suppose the function I want to define in this class. Okay, and if the name, you can, the way to define a function is, first we need to write the def keyword and the name of the function. Let the sleep. Okay, sleep. Okay, and then we need to put colon. Okay, okay, and then we need to write the print whatever I want to print in that function, or whatever I would want to perform, okay, in that function. Okay, so you can do anything here. Okay, let's I want to do print something like, hey, I'm sleeping, I am sleeping. Okay, so here I'm defining a blueprint of for a person. Okay, for an object. The object who belongs to this class, or person class, will have a data age whose age is 10, and he will be sleeping. Okay, so this is the blueprint of a class. Okay, we can define a blueprint for any object. Okay, by the with the help of the class keyword. Okay, this is the functionality of the purpose of the class keyword. Okay, friend, so the next keyword we are going to use is def. Actually, as we in this example, actually friend, we use the def keyword to declare a user defined function. Okay, whenever we want to define any function, then I use the declare def keyword. Okay, friends, so now friend, if I want to create the object of this class, let's suppose create the object of the person. So let's simply here p1, and then we need to call the constructor of this class. Okay, then sorry, there's no semicolon. Actually, I used to do permanent language mostly, that's why p1, and then dot the function that I want to call, let sleep. The name of the function is sleep. Okay, and then say this program, and then run this program. Okay, so here we are getting hi I am. Okay, what I was printing, hi I am sleeping. So here we created an object of this class. Okay, we created an object of this class. Let's suppose Ram. I create the person is Ram. Okay, so the person is Ram. Okay, so he have a functionality that he sleeps mostly. Okay, he sleeps mostly, and his age is 10. Okay, so if I will call a sleep function, so now Ram will sleep. Okay, see, we are getting out, hi I am sleeping, do not disturb me. Okay, so if I want to assess, okay, then Ram, tell me what is your age. Okay, so so if I want to print Ram's age, so I can simply call the my print function here. Okay, and Ram's age. Okay, so if I'll print, it will simply print my output Ram. Sorry, actually print the way. Okay, so print again, I'm print. Okay, so friend, see, we are getting 10 as output. So actually when class is used to define a blueprint, okay, in which I can define any data and any functionality for particular object. So here Ram is an object, okay, whose functionality is to sleep and whose data is 10, okay. So this is actually class for class, and def we use to define a particular function, okay friend. So one more thing that I have to tell you, we can define as Java is also an object language, also in procedure language, also function language. So we can define a function within a class and also simply without a class, okay. So if I want to define this function without a class, so in this way friend, I can also define, see here first I have to follow the indentation rule, okay, otherwise we will get a compile time error, okay. Now friend, we don't no need to create an object because here we are not using the concept of class, so there is no object, okay. So this I have to call this sleep function, and now there is no age, okay. So I have to remove it, okay. One more thing that I know, now we don't need to self, okay. We will discuss about in the when we will discuss class in more. So here we are calling a function without a class, okay. So we can, the way we define a function is simply define the name of the function and argument if you want to send any, then okay, simply and the colon, okay, in the functionality that you want to perform. So this is all about the def keyword, okay. The next keyword that we are going to discuss is try. Actually yeah friend, actually if you want to catch any error exception, and if you want to catch any error, okay, so handle any runtime exception, so we use the word keyword try, okay. So friend, as in other language we have a catch for handling that exception, but in friend Python we don't have a catch, okay. For catch instead of catch we have a accept, okay friend. Actually accept for same like accept same like the catch, okay, but in Python remember we don't have a catch, okay. For instead of catch we have a accept, okay friend. One more thing that I have to tell friend, as in Java or other language we have throw, okay. If I want to raise the error, if I want to throw an error by ourselves, okay. If a program want to raise an error manually, then it use the keyword throw, okay. But in Python friend we don't have throw, we have a raise instead of it, okay. It works same like a throw, okay. So the persons are new, don't worry, we will discuss about it in detail, okay, when we will start this kind of topic, okay. So the next thing we have finally, okay. Actually it finally actually perform the same kind of thing that in other language, like it is used to it will execute and the end of the it will always execute in the end, okay. So the most important thing that I want to the most set of lines that I want to perform, okay, that I want to like I want to release my sources always, okay. Okay, so such kind of things that are very important for me or very important to compiler, okay, to perform such kind of statement we execute in the finally block, okay. So this we will when we will discuss when we will discuss about this, then I will detail I will explain in detail, okay. So the next thing we have for and while, actually friend, for is another loop, okay. That we actually for is loop for is the keyword that we use for loop, okay. So while is also, okay. So when we have to use for and when we have to use while, so let's discuss about it. So whenever you have a definite information regarding that you have to run your loop for a particular time, okay. Let's suppose I want to say good morning to me 5 times, okay. Now you have a requirement that uh, now you have a exact information that you have to run the loop for 4 times, okay. In that case we use the for, okay. But friend, when you don't have a particular exact information how much time you have to use the uh, how much time you have to uh, do a particular task, in that case and use the while, okay. Let's suppose I say till I am not happy with you, you have to say good morning to me, okay. So in that case friend, you have to use while condition, okay. So there are actually both the condition actually used used to control the flow and for looping. Okay, when you have to do any task repeatedly manner, okay, in that scenario you have to use the for and while loop. Okay, one more thing that I have to remember say, friend, in Python we don't have a do while loop. Okay, like other language we have a do like while loop. Okay, so in this we don't have a do while loop, so when you have to remember it regarding it. Okay, we don't have switch, we don't have catch, okay, we don't have throw, okay, and we don't have a do while loop. Okay, friend, so that's why Python is easy to learn. Okay, so other thing that we are going to discuss import. Actually, what is import? Actually, friend, it is used to include a particular module into like current program. Okay, if I want to include, like we have a include statement in C language, we have import statement in Java. Okay, if I want to import any module, okay, then we use the import statement. The same, the functionality of import is here. Like if I want to import include any module, okay, in my program, then I use the import statement. Okay, so from actually when I want to import only specific function, okay, from a particular module, then I use a from. Okay, let's suppose in from I have math library module. Okay, from math module I just want to import the square root function. Okay, then in that scenario we just use the from. Okay, like in Java we use the concept of the dot, like for Java dot util dot and particular name of the class. Okay, and okay, so but in Python, if I want to import a particular function from a particular module, so in that case we can use the concept of from. Like I want to use the import the keyword list from the keyword. Okay, so I will write import. Okay, I will write import keyword. Okay, from keyword. So I will write import kw list from keyword. Okay, so actually it is used to generally import a particular function from the module. Okay, so the next keyword we have is friend as. Actually, friend as is used to create a alias for particular module. Okay, friend, let's suppose I have a math module. Okay, and I want to rename it. Okay, I want to rename it. Okay, so I can rename it by the use of as. Okay, so I will write statement like import math. Okay, as math as uh, any name like uh, Robin. Okay, so we can, in this way we can we can make an alias for particular module. Okay, with the help of as. Okay, so friend, other thing that I have to discuss with you is Lambda. Actually, friend, this keyword is used to make inline functions. Okay, inline functions. Okay, so what is inline functions? Okay, so for when I will explain with Lambda, then I will explain what is the functionality of this. Okay, so other is return. Okay, so friend, what is the return? Actually, friend, simply whenever this keyword actually friend we used to return from a particular functions. Okay, whenever I want to return a value from a particular function, okay, then we use the return keyword as persons who belong to other language, so it is cleared for that person. So, okay, what is yield? Okay, now friends, it is same like a return, but it little bit different than the return statement. So let me show you one thing regarding yield. Actually, friend, the key friend yield, the functionality of yield is actually suspend functions execution. Okay, let's suppose I am using yield. Okay, so in this way, actually friend, it will suspend the function execution at that point. Okay, and okay, at that time he's going to suspend my execution, but he's going to it is not going to forget everything about that. Okay, it is going to it is going to save the state. Okay, and then friend, it is function, and then friend, when it will resume the thing now, it will continue from that position. Okay, let's suppose friend, let's suppose I have function, this slave function. Okay, I have this slave function. Okay, and I want to use the yield here. Yield. Okay, yield, let's suppose I want to use yield. Okay, and this yield, I have read I am sleeping. Okay, and again I want to use yield. and I want to print. Okay, so actually what it will do, okay, so let's see. So actually see here, actually, yeah. So actually, what is EL is doing here? Let's see. Let's see. I want to return one. Okay, I want to return one. But as in return statement, what do when we execute return statement, it will not bring us back to the dead function. Okay, but actually, what actually ELs do when I will execute this statement, it will return the value this one to that particular function. Okay, and after the performing the whatever the function of that lines of code, okay, and will return back here. Okay, so this is actually works of yield. Okay, so first actually I am let's see what will happen when actually I am defining function sleep. Okay, here I am defining yield. Okay, when when my interpreter call the sleep function, here my call compiler will come, interpreter will come here. Okay, here we have a yield keyword. Okay, so here we are returning one. Okay, here we are returning one, so my interpreter will come, it will save the state here and come here, so come to sleep. Okay, so here sleep is returning what value? One. So this value is going to assign to this keyword. Okay, value. Okay, value, and we are trying to print that particular value, and here there's now friend we don't have an next line for 4. Okay, so it's mean that my interpreter now get to know now it don't have any other line to execute. Okay, so now my compiler will return back to here. Okay, return back to here and resume the states. Okay, resume the state, and we'll start the working from onwards this line. Onwards this line we have a, but we have a print statement, hi I am sleeping. Okay, so now my compiler will print hi I am sleeping. Okay, and then again my compiler will encounter the next else statement, we again we have a 2. Now again my compiler will stop, pause the working, and it will return 2 from here, and we again this pass this value to sleep. Now the value sleep have is 2. Okay, so we are trying to print that value, and again we don't have an other line, so again my interpreter will stop working here again, and it will take us to this function. Okay, and we again it will resume the working, and the next line it is going to print is again hi I am studying right now. Okay, so in this way actually the functionality of field, actually how it is different than return, actually returns the value, but it will not return, it will not bring you back to the function. Okay, but here yeah actually what do, actually it will bring you back to the function. Okay, let's see, let's save this program, let's compile it. So now you can see here, first it is printing one data value, it is returning, and then it will take you, our interpreter is taking you again to the function where he is printing I am sleeping, and here, and then again we encountered a other yield where it is turning 2. So my printer is printing 2, and again it is taking us back to a function where we are printing I am studying. Okay, so actually in this actually it is very useful statement. Okay, it is used to return, also take bring you back to your state where from your you paused. Okay, so this is the way this is actually this is the functionality of the yield. Okay, so the next keyword we are going to discuss is with. Okay, so actually, so the next we have is in. Okay, so actually in, yeah, in this keyword is actually used to check if something contains that value. Let's see here, we have sleep function. Okay, and we are checking that sleep contains any value. Okay, so we are checking is value in sleep, we are checking value in sleep. Okay, so we the value it is returning 1, we are checking the 1 in sleep. Okay, so actually in is used to check is any container contains any value. Let's suppose a very simple thing. Let we have a, let's suppose we have a string let, let's suppose LearningStrome Academy. Okay, LearningStrome Academy, and I want to check that, yeah, I want to check that let's print is is L in a. So if I want to check is L in A, okay. So now friend, if I want to check it, okay. So here I have this, okay, A is a string, okay. I want to check a particular thing is belongs is in that container, okay. In that case I use the in, okay. So here if I will execute safe and we are getting false, here we are getting false. Why are you getting false? Yeah, here we have space, that's why we're getting space. Okay, so friend, if I will execute it, okay, say friend, we are getting true here, okay. So it's mean like if I want to check particular containers contains a particular thing or have some kind of thing, in that case we can use the in, okay. In that case friend, we can use the in, okay. So the next thing we have is actually friend, whenever friend this keyword is used to text an object identity, it's mean that is both the object has same memory, okay, same memory location or not, okay friend. In that case friend, we use the is case, okay. Let's suppose friend, so friends, see, as we have same string as we study, it is a concept whenever we have a same kind of string letter. So if we are creating two different objects, in that case the second is not an object, it is an alias for the particular first object, okay. So friend, here we have LearningStrome Academy, and again we have same literal. So here our compiler is not going to create another object, it is just going to point that object to this point this reference to this object, okay. So it's mean that both are sharing to same memory locations, okay. Now I want to check if age is b, it means that if I want to check identity of both the object is both are the also both are pointing to same memory locations, okay, then we can use the is operator. See, and here we are getting true, it's mean both are pointing to same memory location, okay. So let's manipulate it, let retain it learning sum. Now friend, the values for both the objects are different, okay. Now when my interpreter is going to create an object for b also, okay, and going to assign a memory, okay, a different memory. Now friend, if I will check a is b, now friend we get false, okay. Friend, we are getting false because now both are pointing to a different memory, okay. So the identity of both the object is not same, okay. So that is all about the uh, uh, in is, okay. So friend, what is now the next thing that I'm going to discuss with the global and non-local. Actually when global and non-local keywords, a global is used to declare a global keyword, okay. So friend, actually let me explain with a simple thing. Actually sometimes, as you know, uh, as in other languages, let's suppose, let me find a simple thing with you for you. Okay, let's, I have a age, okay, age 10, okay, and I have a function I'm defining a function. um let's suppose function, let's simply function, and I want to print, I want to, yeah, see, I want to change the value of a, I want to declare another variable same like age, okay, whose value is 20, okay, and I want to print that age. Now the thing that I have to tell you friend is that, see here friend, if I call the function age, if I call the function fun, so what value is it is going to print? It is going to print 10 or 20. So friend, see what is going to print. See friend, it is getting printing 20. Why it is printing 20? Why it is not printing 10? Friend, actually it is a global variable 10, okay. But as we know, whenever we are using a local variable, okay, with the same name, the priority of the local variable is higher than the global variable, okay. But friend, if I want to use the same global variable in that function, so what I can do in that scenario friend, I can use the concept of global keyword, okay friend. So I will declare here age as a global, okay, age as a global, okay. Now friend, my if now friend, if I want to print the value of age, in that case my interpreter will print me, give me 10 as an output. Okay, so now I think I hope it is clear to you. If I want to access a global variable, okay, global variable in a local scope, then I use the a global keyword. Okay, then I declare that particular variable as a global. Okay, now if I will change the value of global, okay, if I will change the value of global, so again if I print here the value of, okay, so now it will change from 10 to 5. Okay, so see actually, whenever we want to access a particular global variable to put in a local scope, then we use the concept of globals. Okay friend, so it is global. So friend, the next keyword that we are going to discuss is non-local. Actually friend, non-local is just same like a global, but difference here friend, like suppose we have a function that is define a function. Okay, this is a function. Okay, and I have one more function that is defined. Let's, if I am defining one more function that is inner. Okay, now function as friend we know as friend, see we have function. Okay, here I'm defining the age is equal to 10. Okay, so friend, as we know, the uh, the variables or identifier defined in a particular function, they are local to that particular function. Okay, so if I'm defining particular um, uh, particular variable here, particular identifier in that in this function, and again same function in same variable, I want to use the same variable in the inner function. So friend, as you know, if we let me see. Oh, sorry.